2 Kings 12, Joash of Judah. In the 7th year of Jehu, Joash began his kingly rule. He was king for 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Giselle. She was from Beersheba. Taught and trained by Jehoiada the priest, Joash did what pleased God for as long as he lived. Even so, he did not get rid of the sacred fertility shrines. People still frequented them, sacrificing and burning incense. Joash instructed the priests, "Take the money that is brought into the temple of God for holy offerings, both mandatory offerings and free will offerings, and keeping a careful accounting, use them to renovate the temple wherever it has fallen into disrepair." But by the 23rd year of Joash's rule, the priests hadn't done one thing. The temple was as dilapidated as ever. King Joash called Jehoiada the priest and the company of priests and said, "Why haven't you renovated this sorry-looking temple? You are forbidden to take any more money for temple repairs. From now on, hand over everything you get." So the priests agreed not to take any more money or to be involved in the temple renovation. Then Jehoiada took a single chest and he bored a hole in the lid and he placed it to the right of the main entrance into the temple of God. All the offerings that were brought into the temple of God were placed in the chest by the priests who guarded the entrance. When they saw that a large sum of money had accumulated in the chest, the king's secretary and the chief priest would empty the chest and count the offerings. They would give the money accounted for to the manager of the temple project. They, in turn, would pay the carpenters, the construction workers, the masons, the stoneworkers, and the buyers of timber and quarried stone for the repair and the renovation of the temple of God. Any expenses connected with fixing up the temple. But none of the money brought into the temple of God was used for liturgical, quote, extras. So none of the money was used for like silver chalices, candle snuffers, trumpets, various gold and silver vessels, etc. It was given to the workmen to pay for their repairing of God's temple. And no one had to even check on the men who handled the money given for the projects, because they were honest men. Offerings designated for compensation offerings and absolution offerings did not go into the building project. Those went directly to the priests. At around this time, Hazael, king of Aram, ventured out and attacked Gath, and he captured it. Then he decided to try for Jerusalem. Joash, king of Judah, countered by gathering up all the sacred memorials, gifts dedicated for holy use by his ancestors, the kings of Judah, Jehoshaphat, Jehoram, and Ahaziah, along with the holy memorials that he himself had received, plus all of the gold that he could find in the temple and palace storerooms, and he sent it to Hazael, king of Aram. Appeased, Hazael went on his way and did not bother Jerusalem. The rest of the life and times of Joash and all that he did are written in the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah. At the last, his palace staff formed a conspiracy and assassinated Joash as he was strolling along the ramp of the fortified outside city wall. Jozabad, son of Shimeath, and Jehozabad, son of Shomer, were the assassins. And so Joash died and was buried in the family plot in the city of David. His son Amaziah was king after him.